Hey cryptocurrency, they laughed at my belief in Ethereum. Now I'm a millionaire, and their fund is losing billions. Alright, guys, buckle up because I've got a story that's straight out of a crypto revenge fantasy, but it's my real life. I'm posting this here because this community gets it, the ups, the downs, the haters who call it all a scam. If you're into DeFi, ETH, or just sticking it to the man, this one's for you. I'll tell it like I'm chatting on a podcast, casual and all, because honestly, that's how I process this wild ride. Grab a coffee or your favorite energy drink, and let's dive in. So, picture this. It's early 2022, and I'm a fresh-faced 28-year-old analyst at this big investment firm called Nebula Investments. Think of it like one of those crypto-focused funds that pretends to be cutting edge but is really just a bunch of old-school Wall Street types dipping their toes in digital assets. Inspired by places like Galaxy Digital or Grayscale, you know. They manage billions in traditional stuff, stocks, bonds, real estate, but they've got this innovative crypto arm to look cool. I got hired right out of college because I was obsessed with blockchain. Majored in finance, but spent all my free time tinkering with smart contracts on Ethereum testnets. I mean, who wouldn't? Ethereum wasn't just a coin, it was this whole ecosystem powering DeFi, decentralized finance, where anyone could lend, borrow, or trade without begging a bank for permission. Fast forward to November 2022. Boom. The FTX collapse hits like a nuke. Sam Bankman-Fried's empire crumbles overnight, dragging the whole market down with it. Ethereum, which had been hovering around $1,500 earlier that year, tanks hard. I remember checking my charts obsessively. It hit a low of about $1,083 on November 9th, right after the news broke. The media's going nuts, calling it the death of crypto. Bitcoin's under $16,000, and everyone's panicking. But me? I saw opportunity. I'd been diving deep into Ethereum's tech. The merge had just happened in September, shifting it to proof of stake, making it way more energy efficient and scalable. DeFi was exploding too. Even in the dip, the total value locked, TVL, in DeFi protocols was holding steady around $60 billion. Down from its peaks but still proving real utility. People were actually using this stuff for yield farming, flash loans, all that jazz. So, I put together this killer presentation for the higher-ups. I walk into the boardroom, it's me, a couple of senior analysts, and the big bosses, these guys in their 50s who've made fortunes on oil futures and blue-chip stocks. I lay it out. Look, ETH is at rock bottom right now because of FTX, but this is temporary. Decentralized finance is the future. Smart contracts automate everything. No middlemen, global access. We've got protocols like Aave, Uniswap, compound raking in real revenue. If we buy in now at under $1,000, we could 5x or 10x our clients' money when the market rebounds. I even pulled up stats. DeFi TVL had grown from basically zero in 2018 to over $200 billion at its 2021 peak, and even after the crash, it was resilient because it's not reliant on one shady exchange like FTX. Man, the room went silent for a second, then erupted in laughter. My boss, this guy named Harlan, total traditionalist, always droning on about gold and treasuries, leans back and goes, "Kid, crypto's a bubble. It's Tulips 2.0. You think smart contracts are gonna replace banks? Please. We've seen this before. The dot-com crash wiped out trillions." Another exec chimes in, "Yeah, and look at all those X posts, back then it was still Twitter, calling it a scam. Remember that one from Robert Reich saying crypto delusion led to the 2022 crash and it's all a Ponzi? Or that Markets Insider thread about how the market tanked and influencers went quiet? We're sticking to real assets, stuff you can touch, not this vaporware. I tried to push back. But DeFi is not vaporware. It's got real-world adoption. Yield protocols are giving better returns than savings accounts, and Ethereum's upgrades like sharding are coming to handle more transactions. Nope. They shut me down, called my ideas millennial fantasy. Harlan even joked, if ETH hits zero, you can buy us all coffee with your savings. Ouch. It stung because I believed in it so much. The crypto community on Reddit and X was buzzing with the same skepticism. Posts like that one from @Fearza about the McDonald's meme whenever crypto crashes, or a digital asset buy talking about the Wall Street playbook creating fear for cheap prices. But old funds like Nebula? They distrusted crypto hard. To them, it was gambling, not investment. They were obsessed with traditional assets, ignoring how DeFi was democratizing finance for the unbanked in places like Africa and Southeast Asia. Fast forward to early 2023. The crypto winter's biting hard, and Nebula starts feeling the pinch. Clients are pulling out, returns are flat. Then the layoffs hit, waves of them across the industry. Galaxy Digital cut 20% of their staff in late 2022, and Nebula followed suit, axing about 15% in one go. I get called into HR. Sorry, kid, budget cuts, nothing personal. But it felt personal. I'd poured my soul into that place, and they fired me for being too forward-thinking. I walked out with a severance check, feeling like the world ended. Hurt? Yeah, big time. I spent a week moping, scrolling Reddit threads about crypto survivors, reading stories of people who HOD led through the 2018 bear market. But then, something clicked. If they wouldn't listen, I'd bet on myself. I had about $50,000 in savings, nothing crazy, but enough. I dumped it all into Ethereum at around $1,200 a pop. Scary? Hell yes. But I knew the fundamentals. Ethereum's Layer 2 solutions like Optimism and Arbitrum were scaling DeFi, making transactions cheap and fast. TVL was starting to rebound, and I believed in the long game. To keep busy, I started a YouTube channel. Called it DeFi Demystified. Nothing fancy, just me in my apartment, screen sharing tutorials for beginners. Hey folks, I'm Alex, ex-analyst turned crypto nomad. Today, let's break down how to stake ETH on Lido without getting wrecked. I kept it simple, conversational, like talking to a friend. Explained smart contracts. It's like a vending machine. Put in the money, get the snack, no cashier needed. Covered DeFi basics. Yield farming on Yearn, swapping on Uniswap. I wove in real trends, like how DeFi TVL dipped to $40 billion in mid-2022 but was climbing back because of actual use cases, not hype. At first, crickets. 10 views here, a like there. But I kept grinding. Videos every week, engaging in comments, collaborating with small creators. By mid-2023, ETH starts creeping up, hits $2,000. My portfolio's green, channel hits 10K subs. I share my story lightly. Got fired for loving crypto? Yeah, me too. But here's how I'm building back. 2024 rolls in, and things accelerate. Ethereum's Denkun upgrade drops, slashing fees even more. DeFi booms. TVL surges past $100 billion again. My videos on how to navigate DeFi in a bull market go viral. Subs jump to 100K. I'm making ad revenue, sponsorships from wallets like MetaMask. And ETH? It grinds higher, breaking $3,000, then $4,000 by early 2025. Forecasts were all over. Some said $4,200, others $6,000, but by September 2025, it's sitting pretty at around $5,000, just like the optimistic predictions. My $50,000 investment? Now worth over $2 million. Yeah, you read that right. Millionaire status, baby. Not yacht money yet, but enough to quit worrying about rent forever. Channel explodes to 1 million subs. People love the real talk. No shilling shitcoins, just solid DeFi education. Comments flood in. Thanks for explaining flash loans without the jargon. Or, your story inspired me to start my own wallet. It's fulfilling, man. Way better than crunching numbers for ungrateful bosses. Now, the revenge part. This is where it gets juicy. Mid-2025, I drop a video. Why I left Nebula Investments. The truth about old funds ignoring crypto. I keep it professional but honest. They mocked Ethereum at $1,000, called DeFi a bubble. Fast forward, ETH is at $5,000, DeFi TVLs surged 41% in Q3 alone to over $160 billion, highest since 2022. Their traditional portfolio? Stagnant, losing clients to inflation. I share screenshots of internal memos, anonymized, of course, highlight how they missed the boat on smart contracts powering everything from NFTs to real estate tokenization. The video blows up, 10 million views in a week. Reddit threads pop up, X buzzes with shares. Clients notice. Nebula's big investors, pension funds, high net worth folks, start DMing me. Heard your story. What's this DeFi thing? I launch my consulting platform, EtherEdge Advisors. It's a hybrid, YouTube for education, but paid consultations for personalized DeFi strategies. Within months, I've poached a dozen clients from Nebula, managing their crypto allocations. Their fund? Reports say they're down billions in AUM as people flee to digital assets. Sweet, sweet vindication. Cut to now. I'm at this massive crypto conference, think DevCon or something similar, in Singapore. Palm trees, blockchain talks everywhere. I'm on a panel about DeFi's future, sharing the stage with Vitalik Buterin types. My startup? EtherEdge has grown into a full asset management firm, handling $500 million in crypto for clients. We're outpacing Nebula's returns by double digits, thanks to staking yields at 5-8%, liquidity pools, all that DeFi magic old funds still distrust. I'm happy, guys. Truly. No more boardrooms, just building the future I believed in. Looking back, getting fired was the best thing that happened. It forced me to bet on myself, and crypto rewarded that faith. The community's been huge. Shout out to all you Redditors who've DMed support. DeFi is not just hype, it's reshaping finance, and the skeptics are eating crow. So, cryptocurrency, were you ever ignored at work? Fired for a bold idea? Share your stories below. I'd love to hear them. Let's keep building this space together. Peace out, Alex, aka DeFi Demystified Guy.